But first, I just want to hear what you guys been up to this past week.
Okay, so start with me because I didn't change that much of my routine, except that I was more cautious with my eating. As you guys know, we have been like trying out this kind of like diet with each other, or like let's say fasting program with Mike and Sarah, and I had a breakthrough because I could hit like a lower weight range the past week. So I was so happy. So I decided to continue on the journey and be more cautious with my eating, be more cautious with my health, and just respect my body in these hard times, and like just have like more fruits and more veggies. So which is hard, I know. Right now, a lot of people having some difficulties to go out and get like fresh produces and fresh groceries, which is like tough. But I realized that if you get like oranges or like tangerines or clementines, they will last you longer. So it might be a nice way to get you a lot of like fresh vitamins and fresh, fresh food. So yeah, that was basically the thing that changed with me. And in regards to the things that I have been watching.
Whoa. Hold on. Let's talk about that. Let's share experiences because that's a big thing. So, Sarah, you joined us too. Like fasting is not unfamiliar for me. I've been doing it for years, but different methods and stuff. You know, like both of you know, I've said before, like I was like close to like 300 pounds or something at one point. So keto and fasting intermittent fasting has been like my thing. Sarah, did you have any experience with fasting prior to our group's little? Let's get specific. We did a 5-2 thing. So for 5 days of the week, we eat our normal calories. 2 days of the week that we decided on, we'd restrict our calories to just 500 or below. And those are our fasting days. So it's not exactly like zero. It's under 500 calories, and the choice is yours. I think we normally drink broth. Sarah, did you have any prior experience to fasting, and how did you feel? We started about 2.5 months ago, right?
Yeah, so I've never fasted before, and when we started, I was kind of nervous because I'm like, oh, I love my snacks, and I love eating, but it was I think it was kind of hard at first, but since we were all doing it together, it was a bit easier because I was like, okay, I'm not alone. I just have to get through this one day, and then I can eat what I want to eat tomorrow. And like after a couple weeks, it got easier. And like at this point, it's really not too bad. I probably eat like, I scramble a couple eggs in the middle of the day to get myself through. And I've gotten so much better at controlling my hunger. So I'm really happy with that. And
has it changed both of your relationships with food, this whole fasting experience?
To some extent, yes and no. I will tell you why yes at first, and then no, the no part. So the yes part is coming from the fact that, yeah, when you are fasting, your body constantly is adapting itself to like just ignore the hunger signal, because the hunger signal is just like a signal. Sometimes you don't need that much of the food.
Specifically, it's called ghrelin. It's a hormone that triggers your quote unquote sense of hunger, even though your body might not need food. That hormone ghrelin is what causes you to feel hungry.
So I think in that regard, yeah, my body is better in sense of controlling my hunger and like sometimes ignoring the signal and sometimes just turn off the signal. But okay, guys, I just like want to let you know that we have like longer meetings. So.
Got it.
Okay,
yeah, I saw the prompt. Thank you.
So yeah, so in that regard, I think my body is adjusting it very well, but still psychologically here, this is the no part. I feel like that the days after fasting, I mean, the days after fasting day, especially if I hit the goal that I wanted to hit, let's say if I wanted to lose 1 pound or 1.5 pounds a week, or I want to reach a certain weight, and if I reach that week after my fasting day, it's just like that I become so happy that sometimes I want to celebrate and I want to like eat all the things that I couldn't eat or I resisted so badly during the fasting days. So
Yeah.
I think that, yeah, that's the part that I'm still struggling.
Yeah, I think that's a personal like thing, and I think it doesn't help that these short like 1 day fasts are different. I think people have more of a profound relationship change with food with like prolonged fasting. Things longer than 3 days. But I get you. You have 1 day, you feel good, and then the next day, the routine hasn't changed so significantly. It's just you changed 1 day in essence. So the next day, I say that because I'm familiar with it too. Like this past weekend, we had a target date, and our target date was Friday. And I was so happy with like the results, like finally breaking into the 170s that I got to be honest with both of you guys. I went fucking buck wild over the weekend. There was no time window for me. I was eating morning, afternoon, and night. I was just, so yes, I get you.
Yes.
That is a struggle. But overall, you guys feel good. You guys both had results. Do you guys want to share your results?
Yes, I want to share my results. I'm so happy that we set these things up, the whole fasting program with two of you. And I'm really glad that you guys were like so open-minded because I remember I was the one who suggested the whole thing. And originally it was because that I supposed to be the bridesmaids for two of my friends. So I decided to lose 20 pounds by April 17, which happened to be also my birthday. So I realized that, oh yeah, let's like.
She gave a shit for. She called us quote the worst friends because we didn't. That wasn't like our first things to tell her that morning.
You should have your birthday on social media.
It was like the morning of April 17th. It was like a group text. It was like, hey guys, happy like weigh-in day. Hope everyone's doing well. And then Yaz, you're the worst friends ever.
I hate you so much.
It should be the first thing that you are saying to me in the morning.
We're just fucking around. We're with each other.
But it's okay. I just try to be a child sometimes when it comes to my like birthday. But
we know we are all messing around. But April 17th was your target date, and and
I lost. So my original plan was to lose 20 pounds in almost, it was 9 weeks, or 9 weeks or 10 weeks, but I just could like manage enough to get around like lose 9 pounds. I mean, between 9 pounds to 10 pounds. So
that's awesome though. That's fair.
This was half, but I think it was something that I could never achieve. I could have achieved without, I never could have achieved it without you guys and without setting this program and without the consistency. So I think with every weight loss journey, you have to realize that it's not a one night process. Yeah. It's not going to be fast. If you lose your persistence and consistency in long term, you will suffer more even. So
yeah, definitely.
You have to just take it slow.
And that's why so many people yo-yo because they don't make permanent lifestyle changes. They hop on a diet, which invariably causes almost any diet is gonna lead to weight loss. The thing is where's your basal metabolic rate, and are you continuing or are you reverting back to your old habits? So I know, because this is my first rodeo going up and down. I've like gone up and down since like high school by like 50 plus pounds each time, up and down. So, this is hopefully sustainable. for all of us, because you guys both did well. Sarah, did you want to share your results at all?
Yeah. So I think my goal was, I think it was 10 pounds at the beginning to lose by our target gait. And I lost about 7, which isn't too bad.
It's right there almost. Yeah.
It's almost there. Which I'm kind of impressed with, because even though I was fasting the 2 days, the other 5 days, I really didn't change any eating habits.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also recently, especially like with the quarantine and stuff, I found myself thinking for like a couple hours each day about what I want to eat the next day, which isn't great, because then I'm like, oh, I can eat this, and then I watch my mom eating all these like delicious things, and I'm like, oh, and then tomorrow, and then the next day I'm just like, oh, food. But I'm trying to not do that. So yeah. But I'm pretty happy with it, because like Yasi, when you first proposed it, and like I started thinking about my weight again, I was like, wow, I think I'm like the heaviest I've ever been in my life. And I don't want to get any further than that, and hopefully I can reduce that. So yeah. I think as long as it keeps like going like slow and steady down, I'll be happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what I like about like this whole fasting thing, as you said, is that now that we are all in quarantine and we don't have that much of opportunity to go out, I think this is actually something that helps us to, if we are not losing anything, we at least maintain the weight that we are in. And
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Because I see all my friends, all my family members, they are all complaining about gaining weight. And I think that I'm the lucky one who is not only not gaining, but is like slowly losing weight.
Yeah.
Because you guys know, prior to this whole quarantine thing, it was kind of my goal also to hit the gym and go to gym and work out at least 3 times a week. And with this whole lockdown situation, I couldn't do that. And you know, I'm not that kind of person who can just like practice at home or could follow. I just don't have the attention like to do it at home. And while, you know, it's not a good thing to say, but I am lazy to do it, or I'm not like motivated enough to do at home workout. So like some people do.
I've been doing at home workout for every day for the past week.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, what are you doing?
Ooh. I'm just finding some exercise videos online and doing some like Pilates type things of my own combinations, because stuff I remember from dance classes when I was a teenager. So, but which I think has really helped improve, which is not, I think it's also helping the weight loss a bit and helping improve my mood. So that's good.
Yeah, I think exercise has a profound effect on your mental well-being or attitude. That's not something new. So that's good.
Yeah.
That's good that everyone is, because what Yaz said is absolutely true. Most of my friends too, they're bitching about gaining weight during this quarantine. Because what else is there to do, you know? I mean, shit. I can't eat. Let's get that drug sugar in our systems, make us feel better for 20 minutes.
It's a good 20 minutes though.
Oh my God, yeah, especially if it's like a donut and ice cream. Okay, so cool. Great. I'm glad that we're continuing to do it too, because that was part of my worry, is that this is going to end, we're going to have good results, and then me selfishly and personally, you know, I was like, fuck, after this, you know, with no one watching me, because we're also organized on Asana, so we keep a calendar of what we're doing each week for, you know, our sort of like health. And I was like, if I don't have to report there, I ain't going to do shit, you know, so... I was like, I'm pretty happy that we're going to continue to do this. Please feel free to like and subscribe. Ask these people.
Yeah, hit that button. We want to hear from you.
It's so easy. And you will not get disappointed.
Yes.
Please cut that last part.